reaction, like live type video. And if you didn't know, I hope you guys get a chance to see College Football 25's gameplay. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a deep dive. It was just really gameplay footage, the first gameplay footage of College Football 25. And I'm going to give y'all my reaction to it because I honestly thought that the gameplay actually looked fun. You saw you saw a college football player played along with a YouTuber playing it, and I think that them playing it was a great way to showcase the good things that are in EA branded football games, and that's the competitive aspect, and how much fun you can have playing those games. So I think they did a good job of that, and yeah, I thought the gameplay overall, I think the gameplay looked pretty good. It looked fun. There's there are a lot of concerns though, and I plan to make a video breaking that down, and I will quickly talk about it on my drive home. But before I do, please guys, like the video if you like the video. Make sure you subscribe if it's the first time here, and when you do, hit that notification bell, put that thing on all, because I got all types of content coming your way, and that's why I'm making this video right here, because I'm not going to get the chance to make a video or a breakdown like I normally do on it until tonight. And how I'm going to set that up is crazy, because right now my house is full. I don't have my normal privacy and silence that I would need to make a breakdown and record it for y'all. So my setup is going to be a little wild, but I got y'all. I'm still dedicated into simulation football. I'm dedicated into all that. So I want to make sure I give you guys a lot of content. So if you've seen the video, or if you've seen the footage of college football, and there's going to be more footage of college football coming for sure. Today was like a taste or tease of the gameplay, and I know EA is going to be just spewing out a whole bunch of footage. Now, it's weird, and I just thought about this. I'm like, where are they going to get all this footage from? Well, they're going to get all this footage from when these guys were flown down to when they were flown down to Florida, or flown to Florida to actually play the game and play Madden 25. Can you say hi to Zippy? What up, Zippy? What up, Zippy? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, thank you for coming through. Please like and share the video, and subscribe if it's the first time here. Anyway, so College Football 25, the graphics look really good. They got a nice little motion blur effect onto the movement. I'm not too sure if that's going to make it into the final game, but the graphics, the lighting, the shaders, the animations, man, there's some good ass animations in College Football 25, and I surmise a lot of those same animations are going to be in Madden 25, if not some slightly alterations or some other ones as well. So I believe I'm still sticking with saying that the game is going to be a reskin, even though people don't like saying that term reskin. But honestly, where did it come from if not EA put that out there themselves? I really do think that college football, even though College Football 25, I keep saying it, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be fun for sure. But at the same time, it's definitely a reskin. The reason why I say that is because I base all games on gameplay, on the core game mechanics. And if you're sharing that with another game, that means to me, in my mind, that game is a reskin. There's going to be a lot of similarities between Madden and college football. And before you say anything, or before you think that, oh, he's just saying that because they're both simulation football games. No, I'm not saying that because of that, because EA boasted, and so many of their EA apologists, EA fanboys out there was saying that college football got different developers. I remember when I created one of my videos trying to share as much information that I had on college football at the time, and I said that they are made by the same developers. When I said developers, what I really meant was the same developer studio. I come from old school gaming, not new school. So whenever anybody say developers, I'm thinking, oh, the developers is Nintendo. Oh, the developers is Sony Santa Monica. I don't have to say developer studio. That's like, in my mind, that's kind of playing semantics and trying to nitpick on every single word that I say. And that's really interesting because that's what these guys do. They nitpick on every single word that you say instead of trying to understand your whole point. What up, Mark? How you doing, bro? David, what's going on? How big is it? Pause on that. Pause on that. I don't know what you asking me, kid. Hey, Mark, thank you, bro. You just subbed to me. I much appreciate it. Make sure you like the video. Please share the content. If you sub to me, make sure you hit that notification bell on all. I got all types of content coming your way. But yeah, so back to what I was saying is college football 25 definitely will be a good game. I can see it. It looks fun. It's fast. It looks even visceral. Like the hits seem strong. The running seems sharp. The runners seem like kind of like a little bit more glued to the ground. It seems like a really well-made game. And I think the game is going to be good. I plan on copying it. Actually, this year, I plan on copying Madden and NCAA or college football. I keep on saying NCAA, so that's where I came from, bro. College football 25 and Madden 25. I plan on copying both. Matter of fact, I gotta hurry up and go to the store and prepay for that joint so I can play it three days earlier and stream it for you guys. But yeah, so yeah, I'm streaming while driving. That's how I do, man. Generic Gaming T, what up? Thank you for coming through. Much appreciated. Of course, I'm staying safe. Got to keep my eyes on the road. But I see these roads. I've been driving this route for like 16 years, so it's all good. But yeah, so college football 25, there's some concerns, and the concerns that I had with Madden for years is still in college football 25. That's how I know the game is going to be a reskin. But again, I'm not saying it in a totally bad way, but that's just how I feel about it. Robert, what up, dude? He said, get home and eat some leftovers. Yo, I got hella leftovers at home, my guy. Hella leftovers. My family, father's side of the family, they had a big old barbecue, had amazing amounts of food, like an enormous, like you guys would not understand how much food we actually had at that barbecue. And, they made sure everybody took home something. And it wasn't a whole bunch of us. We was actually expecting a lot more of us out there. So the fact that a lot of people didn't show up, it was abundance of food that we took home, and I got leftovers for days, for real. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to do. Get home and eat some leftovers, for real. That's interesting you said that. Hey David, that's what's up, man. Thank you for the sub. I much appreciate it. I will be doing more live streams and some breakdowns. Just in case if you didn't know, if it's the first time to my channel, just know that I am a simulation gaming critique type channel, a little bit like Ryan Moody, and I play games on the side. I play a lot of games, and when more games come out, I will be streaming more games. It's just right now, it's not, I don't got a whole bunch of time to do it, but I'm trying to get into it, trying to find time, because I'm dedicated to creating content for you guys. Yeah, much appreciated. Amiga, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, and thank you for coming through. Please, on your way in or your way out, please hit that like button. Definitely, it's much appreciated. It definitely helps the channel grow. Definitely pushes the channel to the algorithm and helps other people get to see my content. And I really much so appreciate it. So yeah, the great animations that I saw in College Football 25 today, man, that stiff arm, and I'm gonna show it too, but that stiff arm was wow. What? Woo! I don't want to mispronounce the guy's name, so that's why I'm not trying to say it. But the college football player, he was playing the game, and he stiff armed the defender, and the angle, the way it looked beautiful. Man, did they do a good job on some of these animations. I saw a lot of good offensive line, defensive line animations, a lot of good interactions there, man. College Football 25 is doing some really good things, but sadly, and I say sadly, Carter, what up? Thank you for coming through. Hey, what's going on? But yeah, unfortunately, College Football 25 definitely has some, how can I put it, similarities of Madden, and because of that, it's kind of taking it down a notch. You know, some of those animations look great, but it's running on the same coding that Madden is, and that's why it's a reskin. That's the definition of reskin, if you ask me. You know, Madden 25 and College Football 25 is going to be very similar. If you read any of the blogs of the content creators or the influencers that was flown down to Tiburon to play the game or whatever event they were at, they said the noticeable difference between College Football 25 and Madden is what? Game speed. So what does that mean is, can I go into Madden 25 and just make the game speed faster, and then it'll be even closer to College Football 25? Yeah, that's basically what it means. There are going to be some differences, but these differences are aesthetic only, it seems. Meaning, of course, you're going to have college football players. You're going to have college logos, jerseys, sounds, presentation elements, things like that. Of course, that's going to be all college football. So that's awesome. That's great. But at the same time, they got to take responsibility for what it actually is. We can't sugarcoat it. It's a reskin. EA isn't going to take a totally different developer. I mean, they're not going to take a totally different group of developers and make a totally different game. It's just not going to happen. EA will not put that type of production value in a game. They won't do it. They just won't. That's just how they are. EA doesn't want to spend a whole bunch of money knowing that they spent a marginable amount of money on to get the college likenesses and licenses and stuff like that for these college football players, to get their names and likeness into the game. You know, you gotta pay for that. You gotta, even though it's not much, but you still gotta pay for it. You still gotta pay for you gotta pay these college schools and organizations and all that type of stuff. You got to scan all these people in there. You know, you got to scan a mascot. You got to hire people for that. So because of that, I know that they're not going to go the extra mile, or what they should have done. They should have hired a brand new studio or a different studio to work on college football and make a game from scratch. That's what they should have done. That's what EA should have done. EA should have created a brand new game from scratch, but they did not. And the reason why they didn't, because they didn't want to spend that bread. They just only want to make money. And that's fine, because we do live in a capitalistic society and all that. But at the same time, you know, there's no other simulation AAA football games out there. So maybe they should have given us something completely different, taken the chance. But of course, they're not going to take a chance, because if they did, they know their casual fan base. Their casual fan base will not appreciate a different game, right? You got all, you know, I always mention NFL 2K5 or the NFL 2K series and All Pro Football. Those games are reskins of each other, right? All Pro Football is a completely different game coding football games that Visual Concepts create. Why would they start over from scratch, right? Why would they do that? All right. Hiru, what up? How you doing? I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Much respect to you. Thank you for coming through. He says, I'm gonna try it out on EA Play, then I'll decide if I want to buy it. Hey man, if you got EA Play, and even better is EA Play with Game Pass. I got Game Pass and EA Play. I will you could try it out like that for free. But yeah, so hey, Hyro, come through on the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't before. I will be streaming that game as soon as it comes out. I think I'm gonna prepay for it. Well, I know I'm gonna prepay for it, and I think I'll be able to get it or play it 3 days beforehand. So definitely come through so that you can make a mindful judgment if you want to buy it or not. You don't necessarily have to wait for EA Play. You can come through on my channel and I'll be showcasing it and showing it for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the promise I got for you. Game with my own money. I don't make no money off of YouTube, but that could change if you guys want to donate. If you guys want to send me a super chat or whatever, that would definitely go far for me to go ahead and buy and play it for you guys, showcase it for you guys, or play any other games. But yeah, so I will be definitely streaming it the first day it comes out. I think when it first comes out, I might even take a half day or a day off just to play it and show it for you guys. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes, especially in my situation right now, because College Football 25 comes out in 7 days or something like that, some craziness. But yeah, who's that? Yo, what's going on? Okay, so a toe 20, what's going on, man? I probably said your name wrong. I apologize for that. ESPN NFL 2K5 was a reskin of ESPN NFL 2K4 for sure. NFL 2K5, faster pace. Yeah, no, definitely, for sure. That's why I don't understand why the term reskin is looked at so negatively. All those 2K games, 2K4, 2K5, 2K3, NBA 2K 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever, until they got to next gen. Even next gen, all those games were reskin. It's a yearly game. It's yearly iterations are always going to be reskins. So why is it so out the ballpark of thinking, oh, College Football 25 is going to be a reskin of Madden? EA is not going to recreate a game like that. They're not going to make a game from the ground up. So, it's just odd to me. But some of the good things that I saw was definitely a lot of the animations. Some of the animations were great. Some of the interactions were great. Some of the physics were okay. Some of the bad things that I saw, man, I saw some terrible AI. Even if the user control was a little weird or not so good, the AI was just a step too slow. Was not like good enough in certain situations. There were certain situations where the user as a ball carrier just zipped past the AI, just made one little cut, and the AI completely overran the ball carrier. And I could maybe understand that, but at the same time, I would love to see some contextual animation, something where no matter what, if the defender hits the ball carrier, they're going to try to tackle the ball carrier, but be it a weak tackle or something like that, because it's not user generated. It's not the AI didn't try to tackle the ball carrier, something. I'm no game developer, but I got a lot of ideas, and I don't know, sometimes the AI just ran right past the ball carrier. It just didn't look right to me. ESPN NFL 2K4 is called Okay, thanks for the comments, bro. Between the Madden beta and FC24, EA has horrible AI. They need to overhaul it. 100% correct. You're right about that. EA for its existence, to be honest with y'all. I remember Madden 2003, 2002 just had terrible AI. What? Terrible. It was bobblehead central. I mean, people could run back kickoff so easy back then. You could just run right into the defense and they wouldn't even try to tackle you. It was so bad back then. I don't understand how Madden even survived when 2K came out with their NFL 2K games on the Dreamcast. And then even further, when they made NFL 2K4, 2K5, the best football game ever, the best NFL football game ever, and then the best football simulation football game ever is All Pro Football 2K8. You know, best on-field football you can't find that nowhere else. But you know, they play completely different than Madden because of the approach that Visual Concepts took. Visual Concepts wanted to make a more truer to football game than Madden. They weren't trying to go ahead and they weren't trying to make a Madden clone. All right, they weren't trying to make a Madden clone. Visual Concepts, matter of fact, Visual Concepts, the co-founders or the founders, actually worked for EA at the time, I think, and they proposed Madden, a 3D Madden, and EA rejected it. Yeah, EA rejected what Visual Concepts wanted to do with Madden. They rejected it. Can you believe it? Then when they rejected it, Sega picked them up for their football games and sports games, and look what happened after that. Of course, Sega went down. Freddie G, what's going on, my guy? What's going on, man? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, definitely. NFL 2K had great AI. NFL 2K and All Pro Football had adaptive AI, especially All Pro Football. I'm not so much sure about NFL 2K. I haven't played that game in a long ass time. But no, but the AI in general was just better. And even the scripting, when they wanted a scripting event to happen, it looked more natural. It was dope. It was awesome. Excuse me. It seemed more lifelike at the time, for the time. But yeah, no, I'm not a fanboy, but I'm definitely a big fan of the NFL 2K series. I'm a big fan of NBA 2K, and to me, Visual Concepts, they just understand, they have more passion for the actual sport itself. I always say this in a lot of my videos or even live streams when I get a chance to talk about it. I say that the difference between Visual Concepts and EA Tiburon is, and EA and 2K, I guess, is EA wants to make money off of the NFL. EA Tiburon, they want to make money off of that NFL license. While Visual Concepts and 2K wants to sell you football. All right? It's a big difference. Visual Concepts and NFL 2K All Pro Football, they wanted to sell you football. You understand? While EA wants to make money from the NFL license. What you get from that, if you're trying to sell football to somebody, or even basketball, or NBA culture, if you want to sell that to somebody, that means you understand it and you have a passion for it. EA is trying to make money off of the NFL license, meaning, hey, I don't know, look at Todd Gurley. He hasn't played in the league forever. But look at Tom Brady. Look at Patrick Mahomes. You could play as Patrick Mahomes. That's the exciting thing, right? They don't necessarily care what makes Patrick Mahomes good per se. They just want to push the fact that you are able to play as Patrick Mahomes, or play as the Chiefs, or play as the Giants, or play as the Eagles, or play as Dak Prescott. Who wants to play as him, right? But they try to sell that by name only. And when you have that, you get a little bit less passion in terms of trying to showcase that in your product, in your game. And that's how I see it. That's to me that, because look at it. Look what they're doing with Mutt. Mutt makes a whole bunch of money. Right? Because guess why? They're selling you those players. 2K and VC, a double word for visual concepts, VC, is the in-game currency. Guess what that does? You're buying that to play their game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you buy the VC for your My Player because they're selling you that sport. They're selling you basketball with a NBA license. So they're selling you basketball, so they want you to understand and learn how to play basketball, rather than you're playing and trying to purchase whatever player. Yeah, they do have an Ultimate Team type of mode, but the main thing is playing a part in creating your own player and having your own experience, where you have your own learning curves and stuff like that. Madden, honestly, there's no learning curve in Madden. There really isn't. Once you've played Madden, say you played Madden, I don't know, 5 years ago, you don't really necessarily have to relearn how to play Madden. You can still play it almost the same way. If you understand the meta, if you understand what makes Madden tick, and now college football tick, you will get it. You will understand how to beat somebody competitively online or beat the computer. And they are two of the same. Exclusive. Ottawa says exclusive license needs to end for NFL video games. And guess what? I've been saying this as well. I think college football is going to be more fun and better than Madden. And since everybody's been waiting for college football, I think in our economy right now in America, most one game or the other, that means you're going to get the game that you haven't been able to play in forever. So that game is college football. People won't be getting Madden this year. That's what I believe. And if they don't meet their target units sold, from what I read, the NFL will cut ties at the end of this football season, at the end of this upcoming football season. So if that's the case, college football can actually be the downfall of Madden being so exclusive and whatnot. So I hope that happens. I'm not saying I want EA out of business or nothing like that, but I do hope that they lose the exclusive simulation license, and any company with the bread could just come in and make it happen. And I do believe that 2K has been preparing. 2K purchased another company to help out with NBA 2K, the development. The name of that studio in Texas, I believe, is called Hookbang. Hookbang helps create NBA 2K. Now, has anything like big happened with NBA 2K in recent years? No. They created the city, they moved to next gen, and that's it. But they still have that studio. So if you still have that studio and you have all those extra developers, I think, I don't know how many developers are at Hookbang. And you basically added them to your studios. That means you have more people working on that one game. Do you really need all those people working on that one game if the game hasn't necessarily grown in size? No, but you might need more people working on that game because you got other developers working on a NFL game. Now, 2K has been in development making a NFL game for a good long time, and we have nothing. We have no information about it. So we got to see if any of those games, we got to see if any of that development is towards a simulation football license, and it just seems like something is brewing over there because you got a whole license and you ain't doing nothing about it. You ain't doing nothing with it. That don't seem like a 2K thing to do. That don't seem like a Visual Concepts thing to do. So I don't know. And I know Visual Concepts have wanted the NFL license for a good long time. They've heard a lot of our complaints saying that, we want a different game other than Madden. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens after 2025 or even 2026 when the NFL ends or extends their licensing. But we'll see. King Tut is like, college football is trash. I can't say that. I can't say college football is trash. Of course, it's going to have some trash elements for real because EA got their hands all over it, and it's a reskin of Madden. But at the same time, I saw a lot of good in college football 25. But I think that there's going to be some things that is just going to infuriate me, and it's going to make me not want to play the game. I've seen players. I've always hated how the zone is in Madden. Real football players play zone against against the run, and they play zone against the pass, right? Zone doesn't mean only pass defense. Of course, you could use zone big time for pass, but there's such thing as zone run defense. Defenders know when it's a running play right off the bat by how the offensive line blocks. The offensive lineman can't go more than 3 or 5 yards forward. No, they can't go more than 3 yards forward, right? So if those big guys are lunging forward and stepping forward, right from there it's a run. If they're stepping back, they know it's a pass. So even if I pick a zone defense, not a big deep zone defense, of course I'm not talking about that because these EA fanboys go on every little syllable that you say. But you could play a zone against the run. Now you could also play run blitz. You could also do that. So I don't know. And I'm seeing that in college football 25. I'm seeing the AI react way too damn slow to a run, to an obvious run, not a draw, and they just react way too damn slow for me to be like, damn it, to me to overlook all the good stuff, or for me to overlook all the other bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's some good things in college football 25, and then there's some bad things. Just like, that's how I keep it real. I got to stay objective, and I got to be even way more objective when it comes to EA because EA is stopping us from playing other simulation football games made by other developers. David, I'm very bad at 2K. Hey, 2K is a hard game to play. It's a learning curve with 2K. It's not a game you just pick up and play. Madden is very pick up and play. When I used to play Madden hardcore many, many, many years ago, I played one of my boys. He picked the Patriots, and he wasn't even looking. And he never played Madden before. He just pressing buttons, and he even said, "Yeah, I can see how anybody could just pick up the sticks and be good at the game." So that's how it goes. You probably would destroy me in 2K, especially if you kept on playing it, Big Tut. Yeah, man. Oh no, you talking about Freddie G. Hey, no fighting in my chat, god dang it. It's all peace here, it's all love, But NBA 2K is for hoopers, man. A lot of hoopers love NBA 2K, man. The reason why they love hooping, the reason why a lot of hoopers do like NBA 2K is because 2K and Visual Concepts understands the culture of playing basketball. Being a baller is a culture, and that's what's sorely lacking in Madden. Is I don't really get a culture of football in Madden. I don't get a vibe of football. Yeah, obviously it's a football game, and that's just how I personally feel, my subjectiveness. But I'm not getting like football vibes. College football is closer than anything. You definitely get that college atmosphere for real. You get that college atmosphere and college football 25 and all the college games. Just the theme music is dope and it helps, you know. uh He said we chilling. It's all good, man. You know, if I could build a community of gamers, man, and you know that's the thing too. A lot of sports gamers don't understand that we are gamers. Even if you play sports, even if you play Call of Duty, whatever, you're a gamer. You want to find an illusion into something. You know, so I hate it when people say if you don't like the game, don't play it, or you're spending all this time complaining, or whatever the case is. You know, we all gamers, man. We want the best games. So we want to find a game, or we want to keep that illusion going if we're playing whatever simulation game, because it's a simulation game. We are playing a simulation game for that simple fact that we want something that's close to realistic, so that we could live out our football or basketball dreams. You know, that's what gaming is all about. You know, escaping a little bit of reality and having some fun. I use gaming to relax. You know, I play it at night, and you know, I chill. You know, and you know, I like a good challenge. I like to learn stuff like that. So, you know, we all gamers. So let's be gamers. But I'm gonna wrap up this live stream right quick. Yeah, I gave a real quick synopsis of how I felt about College Football 25, the gameplay. I will be going in way more detail in the videos that I'll make in the upcoming days. I'll be making something tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you catch it. If it's the first time you're here, make sure you subscribe. Before I go, I'm gonna read Ottawa 2020's message. I want College Football 25 to have licensed soundtrack with licensed. Oh, that got restricted. What the hell? What the hell happened with that? Why did that get restricted? I don't know. I don't got no mods in here. You know, I didn't delete that message. That was crazy. But I think he said he wanted to see more licensed music in the game, and I would love to hear more licensed music in all sports games, but definitely college football, because college football, the atmosphere is just really live. I mean, football games are like that as well. I went to my Giants game. I went to like 2 or 3 Giants games. I went to it was, what year was it? Dang, I forgot what year it was. Like 2012, 14, something like that. 2013, I think. I went to the Giants versus Packers game. That was an amazing atmosphere. So every live sports live sports event have crazy feel to the atmosphere. But anyway, let me get the hell out of here. Y'all have a great day. More videos coming, more breakdowns coming, all that, more info, everything. Make sure you subscribe, catch all of it. We out. Peace. Have a great day.